What's going on, my fellow cheers and my faithful members of the D Clan? We are back with One Piece, chapter 1159. Let's get into it here. Beautiful cover page starts off with Yamato, OT, and her twin brother. She's finished with her pilgrimage. You're also there with the Fox, who is the keeper of the weapons of the shrine, dedicated to the warriors that died in battle for the beautiful country of Wano. And she's done eating some apples. And now, ladies and gentlemen, we get the bad news. Oh, man. On Pirate Island, under the watch of Old Don Marlin, Shaki has been kidnapped. Yes, under the watchful eyes of Don Marlin, he himself and the men who was with him on that watch has been killed. And Shaki has been taken. All of the pirates on Pirate Island are in an uproar. They're crying. They're mad. They're even using profanity. They're upset, and rightfully so. Because how could this have happened? And under the guise and protection of not just Don Marlin, but also Rocks and the Rocks Pirates. Oh. So you know their pride is hurt, guys. So now you got, Rocks peed off. Whitebeard is peed off. Everybody peed off. You know what I'm saying? And I got a good idea of the rat buzzard that did this here. What is his name? Wing Zhang? Or whatever his name is. His son is the mud guy, that's the snitch for Luffy's and all them that. He with Poseidon stuff as in the current day story here. Now you even have Gloriosa crying. All the other pirates, then Roger has found out. Roger has peed off at Rocks. Now, like, how could you let this happen, Rocks? Come on. You had one job to do. One. Come on, man. How you let somebody sneak up on your island and kidnap Shaki Yaku? Oh, man. And so the world gonna find out. News like wildfire. Right? Now the screen switches over to God Valley, and here we see the mother of Shanks finding or walking into or running into the father of her children, Shamrock and Shanks. And she tells them, he said, hey, and he just so casually speaks to her, oh, you had twins. Oh, don't she say yes, and they're yours. And it's the look he gave her. She said, now we can be together and raise them. And so, when somebody going to say no, he was like, oh, well, this, I'm going to raise them, but, it's not going to be here. You know what I'm saying? Because this island is about to be destroyed. And her antenna goes up. He said, yeah, this island ain't going to be a much long, ain't going to be a much longer, you know what I'm saying? And he just says so casually, you know what I'm saying? He just don't give a crap, And then he pulls out the sword. You hear the scream. And he kills the mother of his own children. That dirty S.O.B. Cool world. Cold world, it takes a fool to learn that love don't love nobody. Oh, man, y'all, he kills her, the mother of his own children, y'all. Oh, what a cold-hearted SOB. But hey, a hard lesson. Hard lesson. Well, we flip the page. And now we see that now the people are being rounded up like cattle. The people of God Valley, that is, are being rounded up like cattle. They're getting hit with tranquilizers. They're being kidnapped. The celestial dragons are going to use them like cannon fodder in this tournament. Hunt them down like rabbits, as they call them. And they're going to slaughter the people. Once a year, no, I'm sorry, every 2 years, they choose an island that is populated with innocent people who is not affiliated with the world government. And they round up the people and slaughter them, hunt them down for sport. Literally sport. Now, and the world government think they are civilized doing crap like this. And who is the soldier to witness this all that happened? Huh? You know him. You don't love him. You call him Monkey Deadbeat Dragon. 17 years old. He's here and he's witnessing what's going on. He's asking his superior officers questions. They're getting on his other superior officers saying, who is this cadet? Who is this rookie? He is 10 years too early, yo, to be asking us any questions. Just shut your mouth and follow orders. You got that? Shut up. But Dragon, being the man that he is, or the young man that he is in this regard, he is asking questions because he is seeing the monstrosities and the injustices that is happening among to the people. And now he's like, something ain't right here. Something ain't right. Well, we flip the page. He himself even have to shoot down some people, but he makes sure that he's using the tranquilizer gun to stop them from running. They're asking him for help, but at this time he is still following orders, but with questions in mind. You gotta respect that there. You know? Well, we see old Jenny and the funny looking one with the big head. And we see Kuma on the boat as slaves. And you know that Jenny has been able to leak the information about God Valley to the pirates. And they're celebrating, and you got this old slave on there, and he's trying to tell them to be quiet. You're gonna get us all in trouble. And the funny looking one just chews him out, say, hey, you're gonna die anyway, not giving a crap about your own safety, at least trying to figure out where the ship is going. And if you're gonna sit there like an old buzzard that you is, you're gonna die anyway, because you got no life left in you, old buzzard. You gotta have life in you guys, the will to live and fight on, you know. Then it switches back. The screen switches to Cypher Pole. And they're talking with the guy that's over the journal. His name is Morgans. And Morgans is president of the World Government Economic Journal. And he's like, hey, you guys know what's going on. Yeah, I'm going to leak the news. Go ahead and pay me. Give me a little something for this information. Go ahead. Cough up the dough. Y'all heard it. Give it up. So I'm pretty sure they gave him a little something. And so now when the news got leaked, when Jenny successfully was able to leak the news, the Rocks Pirates was able to get the message. And the same one who was a snitch, Wang Zhang, if that's his name, or Ultranoso, whatever his name is, because you know he once ruled Pirate Island after this. We know he ruled Pirate Island, and Blackbeard and Kobe teamed up together, kicked his butt, and got him off the island, or they killed him, one or the other. So he's like, I don't know, can we trust his intel? That's a snake. I don't like. He's the one who sold out Shocky. He's the one that sold her out. And the pirates and everybody are all getting hyped up. And Rocks tell everybody, he says, look here. If you're not committed, stay here. He said the rest of us are going to God Valley. So everybody gets cranked up. Rogers finds out. Rocks, God finds out. And they all say they're going. And Roger asks the boys, y'all boys coming with me? We going to God Valley to save Shocky. And Ray Lee and the other Roger Pirates are like, of course, no question, no doubt. On site, we going. Yeah. Well, it switches. And as the Rocks Pirates are on their way to God Valley, they get intercepted by no other than King Harold. King Harold stops them and said, hey, we got word to intercept this ship. You know what I'm saying? What's going on, Rocks? And Rock's like, oh, well, if it ain't the king of the giant oafs, he's look, don't underestimate me and my boys. And when he said that, you got Big Mom, Kaido, Edward Newgate, aka Whitebeard. It's all, rattling up behind Rocks. Like, what's up? He's, man, don't underestimate us, man. You can't take us, bro. You know what I'm saying? You ain't gonna be able to handle all of us. Don't underestimate us now, King Harold. But if you really look at the context of which Rocks is speaking, okay, it's like he's really trying to save King Harold from that ass whooping that can come. You know what I'm saying? He's trying to really spare him the way he is speaking. And it's like he still consider King Harold as a friend, so he's trying to warn him low key. You know what I'm saying? So he said, look, man, let's talk this out, man. Let me come on your ship. We talk this out, man. Have a drink. You know what I'm saying? So they're talking and they're drinking, and the giants pirates are looking, and you got Shiki and Silver Axe and all of them then looking. They said, man, what are they talking about, man? We got to go save Shaki. And the giants are curious, man, what is King Harold and him talking about? So then we get the context of the conversation. Zebek tells King Harold, he said, hey, I got a secret name. I've been keeping it under wraps, and I haven't even told my own crew this. My true name is Davy D. Zebek. And he said that he is a descendant of that famous pirate, Davy D. Jones. And that the D clan of the Davy, they are on God Valley. And that is his clan. That's his D clan. And they have been hiding out for the past 800 years. And that he think it's just a coincidence because 2 years ago he fathered a child with a woman. And to keep her and the child safe, he sent them to God Valley and told her, hey, look out for the D clan. They'll take care of you. Just tell them, that that's my child. You my woman. You my wife. And they're going to help you and take care of you. So I sent them there to be safe. He said, I don't think the celestial dragons know that. They're just doing their yearly hunt. You know what I'm saying? They're just doing their yearly hunt over there. They don't know about me. I don't think they know about the Davy Clan. So, as long as I can get onto the island, and them, the world government, the celestial dragons kidnapping Shaki is just a mistake, So, if I can just get on the island and save my wife and my child, if I can just save them, then I can willing to live with and take with whatever comes next. Now, when I read that, ladies and gentlemen, I said, you know what? Rock's all right with me. I like him better than Blackbeard. You hear me? I like him better than the current day Teach, because he keep it real and he speaks from the heart. He's not a double crosser. He just lives by principles, and he does his own thing. He wants to be free. He don't want to be told what to do. He wants to become king. If the world government can do it, why can't him? I'm not saying I agree with it, but I understand his logic. So he goes against the world government, and they call him what? A murderer, a traitor, a ruffian, a thug, a villain, right? When you go against the grain, you're going to be labeled that. So, as anybody would with logic and common sense would think, King Harold is like, okay, all right. So, why are you telling me this for? Why are you telling me all this confidential information? And Rox is like, or should I say Davy D. Zebek is like, yeah, man, it don't look like luck is on my side. And this is a guy who got nothing else to lose and pouring his, I don't want to say he's pouring out his help, but he's asking for help. He know the clock is ticking. He's like, help me out, man. With your help, you and your country and your people help, I know I can get what I got to get done. And King Harold stands on his principles because he wants to join the world government for the better benefit of Elbaf and his people. He turns rocks down and refuses. And after he refuses, he said, look here, I'm going to turn you in. Now, I know he knows he's not going to stop it, but to make it look good in front of the government ship that's monitoring the situation, monitoring what's going on between him and Rocks, they start fighting. But before they started fighting, King Harold told his giants, don't interfere. And Rocks told his boys, he got this. And now it's a one-on-one fight going on again between King Harold and Davy D. Zebek. Guys, then it continues on after that. And the Celestial Dragons, they are showing off Shaki. They're giving the background of who she is, the former Empress of the Kaiju Pirates. And then you got, they're saying, oh, that's going to be my wife. Oh, she's going to be my slave and all that. And then you got Summers, the younger God Knight Summers, saying, oh, yeah, she's going to be my slave. And then you have the Dirty Buzzard Saint Figure Garland saying, get real, Summers. She's going to be my wife. And then the scene switches to Deadbeat. I'm going to start calling it. The scene switches back to Dragon. And it switches to Dragon, and he's, I guess, in this, I'm guessing like in this holding cell of some sorts, possibly, or into the, he found some slaves. Let me stop. He finds some people hiding for their lives. And it seems, if you look at the blood trail, it looked like this could be the mother of Shanks and Shamrock. And she's asking him for help because she is saying, save my children. And, don't. She's saying, don't let him have them. So, yes, this is the mother of Shanks and Shamrock. She's holding on to their life, and she's begging and pleading for Dragon to save her children. But she says, don't let him have them. And then I believe it's another woman who is in handcuffs. She has shackles on her arm. And then we see baby Marshall D. Teach, or Davy D. Teach. And the mother saying, come here, Teach. It's all right. You have to live through this. And you see baby Teach with the afro. He got the lashes like his father. And then you get the last proclamation, or the last announcement from the world government, from the Celestial Dragons. And they're saying, guys, not only do we have a buccaneer, but we have found the lost clan of the Davy Clan. We have them. And there the chapter ends. Guys, we gotta wait for the next one to see what order cooks up next. But man, it's so much exciting stuff, so much new information. Now we see the whole story of how things unraveled on God Valley. Now we see how things unraveled for God Valley, and what inspired and what happened and what took place, the whole pieces of the puzzle, that Shaki was the key. But not only that, to Rocks, his wife and his child and his family, his clan, was the key as well. Guys, comment down below. Tell me your thoughts, what you think of this chapter. Tell me what you think is going to happen next. Like the video. It would be a great help in the algorithm. Share this video with your friends and subscribe. 5,000 subscribers. Correct.